Hello students, today we see the concept related to the parabola, that is the number of normals drawn from given point to the parabola. What is the concept? How to find the number of normals drawn from given point to the given parabola. Okay. This is the concept. See here, to find the number of normals drawn from Px1 comma y1, this is your given point. Note that this point may be on the parabola or outside or inside to the parabola, whatever it may be, the position of the point, irrespective of the position of point. To find the number of normals drawn from that point to the parabola y square equal to 4ax. Note that the normal is not drawn at this point. We are drawn through the point to the parabola y square is equals to 4ax. That is important. Suppose if you want to write the normal at some point px1 y1, it is very easy for you. But the concept is here to find the number of normals or write the equation of normals to the parabola through your point px1 comma y1. See here, these are my coordinate axes. Consider the parabola y square is equals to 4ax. This is the parabola y square is equals to 4ax. This is my point p x1 comma y1, which is in the point x1 comma y1 in the plane of parabola. Okay, these are the coordinates of p x1 comma y1, right? Now this is one normal, this is the another normal, this is the third normal drawn from the point either C or P, whatever it may be, point x1 comma y1 to the parabola. I mean, if you draw the tangents at their points of intersection like this, the normal is perpendicular to the tangent. At that time we say that these are called normals. These are normals. First normal, second normal, third normal to the parabola. To the parabola drawn at this point x1 comma y1. Understand? Maximum number of normals drawn from given point to the parabola is 3, because we get the normal equation in general form is cubic equation. Let us see later. See here, this is my point x1 y1. This is one of the normal. This is the second normal. This is the third normal. At most 3 real normals can be drawn from the given point P x1 comma y1 to the parabola y square is equals to 4ax. Sometimes it may not be possible. Sometimes 2 real normals may be drawn, one real normal may be drawn, by depends upon the position of the point. How to distinguish the number of normals drawn from given point to the parabola? Let us see. Okay. See here, these are the tangents 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees, at which we say that the normals, because the tangent and a normal angle between them is 90 degrees. Okay. The equation of normal at P of t to the parabola y square is equal to 4ax is what? Tx plus y is equals to at cube plus 2at. We all of you know that the general equation of normal at P of t, any point on the parabola. You can take any point on the parabola. The normal at P is what? At square comma 2at. Okay. Normal at P, any general point to the parabola. See here, the P and the given point Px1 y1 are both are different. Say, let us say it may be taken as Q. Okay. Y square is equal to 4ax is what? Tx plus y is equals to at cube plus 2at. Or you may be take cx1 comma y1, say these are the cx1 comma y1. My point is p at square comma 2at. Right? Next, if it is passing through my point cx1 comma y1, what happened? I am substituting x1 y1. Tx1 plus y1 is equals to at cube plus 2at. Okay. This is the condition. What is the condition? Tx1 plus y1 is equal to at cube plus 2at. On rearranging the elements, we get like this. F of t is equals to what? At cube plus 2a minus x1 into t minus y1 equal to 0. I am taking at cube plus 2a minus x1 into t minus y1 equal to 0. as f of t, because the term is in terms of t. All the terms are in t. So this is at cube in terms of t, 2a minus x1 into t is in terms of t, like that. So what is a fixed value? What is x1, y1? Given my point. So only one and variable is what here? T. So this can be written as t into at square plus 2a minus x1 minus y1 equal to 0. Is it cubic equation or not? It is a cubic equation in t. So it has how many roots? It has 3 roots. 3 roots. They may be real and distinct, or real and equal, or one is real, two are imaginary, like that. So by depending upon the nature of the roots, we can get the real number of roots. So by depending upon the number of real roots, we can draw the real normals. That may be either 1 or 2 or 3. So the depending upon the nature of the normals, the number of the normals depending upon the nature of the roots of my cubic equation. How many roots have it? 3 roots. These 3 roots are what? They are corresponding to the slopes of the normals. Slopes of the normals. They are minus t1, minus t2, minus t3, say. Okay. Now, to find the nature of the roots, we find the f dash t. So, we are entering into the calculus. So, to get the nature of the curve, what we have to do? We see the derivative of the function. Okay. For that, you take the f dash t. Why we are considering f dash t? To get the local minimum, local maximum. If we get the local minimum, local maximum, we get the turning points. Understand? F dash t is what? 3at square. Because the derivative of at cube is 3at square plus 2a minus x1. This is the derivative of the function f of t. 3at square plus 2a minus x1. So f dash t is like this. If you equate this f dash t to 0, what we get? We get the critical points. We get the critical points, f dash t equal to 0. From that, you can write the local minimum and local maximum to that curve, f of t. So to get the local maximum or local minimum, take f dash t is f dash x is equals to 0. I mean f dash t is equals to 0. So f dash t is equals to 3at square plus 2a minus x1 is equals to 0. Here some mistake is there. This is f dash t. This is f dash t. F dash t is equal to 3at square plus 2a minus x1 is equals to 0. Understand? Now 3at square is equals to what? Minus of 2a minus x1. That is x1 minus 2a. What about t square from this? X1 minus 2a by 3a implies what? T is equals to plus or minus root of x1 minus 2a by 3a. Right? Now it is the real and distinct for what? X1 minus 2a by 3a should be greater than 0. T square is always positive. Under root value must and should be positive. That is why I am considering x1 minus 2a greater than 0. What is y square is equal to 4x? That is your parabola. In parabola y square equal to 4x, your a is always positive. That is why a is positive. X1 minus 2a by 3a is positive only for what? X1 minus 2a greater than 0. X1 minus 2a greater than 0. That is for x greater than 2a, because a greater than 0. Therefore, 3 roots are real and distinct only for f of alpha into f of beta less than 0. What are alpha betas? Here. These are the f of alpha, f of alpha and beta are like this. This is plus for alpha, minus for beta, say. What is the value of t here? Plus or minus root of x1 minus 2a by 3a. These are the roots. Okay. After getting the values of t, one is say alpha and other one is say beta. Now substitute the values of alpha and beta in above function. If f of alpha into f of beta less than 0, we say that the 3 roots are real and distinct. Okay. Because this is the curve like this. What is the curve? This is the cubic equation. This is the curve f of t. This is the curve f of t in terms of t. So here this is say alpha. This is alpha. It is corresponding f of alpha. Suppose this is say beta. It is corresponding f of beta. At alpha we have local maximum. At beta we have the local minimum. See here, this is f of alpha. This is what? F of beta. F of alpha into f of beta is what? Less than 0. At that time the curve goes in this manner. The curve goes in this manner. That means it intersects x-axis in how many points? It intersects x-axis at 3 points. This is first point. This is second point of intersection. This is the third point of intersection. In this manner, we obtain the 3 real roots. So x-axis intersected by the curve at 3 points. That means we have the 3 real and distinct roots. In this case, that is f of alpha into f of beta less than 0. We obtain 3 roots, 3 real and distinct roots for my f of t. That means what? 3 real normals can be drawn from given point to the parabola. So we have the parabola first of all. You write the general equation of normal to that parabola first of all, that is tx plus y equal to at cube plus 2at. If it is my required normal, then automatically it is passing through what? x1 comma y1. Substitute x1 y1 in my general normal. We obtain the cubic equation in t. So what is your aim? Your aim is to find the number of real roots that cubic equation. Am I correct or not? After getting the cubic equation, go for calculus. That is, find derivative to the f of t. Derivative of f of t. After getting the derivative, what we need to go for finding the derivative? To get the local maximum or local minimum to that function. So find f dash t. After getting the f dash t, make that f dash t to 0. Make that f dash t to 0. You get 2 roots. I am saying the 2 roots are real and distinct. This is one of the case. I will explain all the cases later. This is first root alpha. This is the second root beta. This is 1 up for plus 1 is taken as alpha. For minus you take other one as beta. This is alpha. This is alpha. This is beta. The corresponding function values are, this is f of beta. This is alpha. So this is f of alpha. F of alpha into f of beta what? Less than 0 in my case. F of alpha and f of beta less than 0, then automatically you have one local minimum and one local maximum, and they are both are opposite to the x-axis. Both are opposite to my x-axis. This is my x-axis. So our x-axis intersects the curve at 3 real and distinct points. That is why the number of real roots are how many? 3. So we obtain 3 real normals drawn from the given point. The condition is what I am saying? F of alpha into f of beta less than 0. So what is my first root? Plus root of x1 minus 2a by 3a, and the second root is what? Minus root of x1 minus 2a by 3a. Right? I am going to substitute t values, that is alpha beta values, in my function f of x. We obtain in this manner. So when you substitute root of x1 minus 2a by 3a, we obtain like this. And substitute minus root of x1 minus 2a by 3a, we obtain in this manner. Their product, f of alpha into f of beta. This is f of alpha. This is what? F of beta. F of alpha into f of beta should be less than 0. Then only we have the curve intersects x-axis at 3 real and distinct points. Right? On simplifying this equation, we get a plus b into a minus b manner. That is, after taking the minus common, we obtain x1 minus 2a by 3a into x1 minus 2a into 1 by 3 minus 1 whole square minus y1 square. Remove the minus, we get change the inequality. We obtain x1 minus 2a by 3a into x1 minus 2a whole square into 4 by 9 minus y1 square, that will be greater than 0. Just by simplification, above equation, x1 minus 2a whole cube into 4 whole divided by 27a is greater than y1 square. That means what? 4 into x1 minus 2a whole cube is greater than 27 y1 square. So if you get this condition, 4 times of x1 minus 2a whole cube greater than 27 y1 square, clearly we get 3 real normals drawn from x1 y1 to my parabola y square equal to 4ax. What is x1 y1? My given point. What is a? In y square equal to 4ax, you have the value of a. That is 4a means length of the lattice rectum. So once you have a and x1 comma y1, substitute the values of a, x1, y1 in my inequality. 4 times of x1 minus 2a whole cube greater than 27 times of y1 square. If that satisfied by my point x1, y1, you say that from that point you can draw 3 real and distinct normals to the parabola. If it satisfies the condition, what is my condition? 4 into x1 minus 2a whole cube greater than 27 y1 square. Then we have 3 real and distinct normals. Suppose earlier we discussed 4 into x minus 2a whole cube greater than 27a square. We get 3 real normals. Suppose if it is less than inequality is obtained, 4 into x minus 2a whole cube less than 27 times of a square, we obtain only one real normal. If equality is obtained, 4 into x minus 2a whole cube is equal to 27 times of a square. Two real normals are drawn from that point to the parabola. Okay, let us see the diagram. These are the coordinate axis. This is origin, is the point of intersection of coordinate axis. This is the parabola, y square is equal to 4ax. This is 2a comma 0. I am considering 2a comma 0. Is it lies on x-axis or not? Okay, x-axis. Point lies on the x-axis. See the curve? This is the curve. What is the curve here? In the shape, this is my curve. Cubic equation. What is the cubic equation? Like this. This is the equation. 4 times of x minus 2a whole cube is equals to 27a square. The curve is symmetric about x-axis. And 2a comma, it intersect the x-axis on 2a comma 0. So, this is the curve. This is my parabola. So, as shown in the figure, this is the curve. 4 into, this is the curve. 4 into x minus 2a whole cube is equal to 27a square. See the students, here your point is inside of this curve. So from here to here, inside of the curve, the number of normals are how many? One normal. Because here 4 into x minus 2a whole cube less than 27 times of a square, the point is inside of the curve, inside of this curve. At this time, we get the number of normals is only 1. So, the region of the point lies in this interval as shown in this figure like this. This is my region. Inside region, we get the number of normals is 1. And suppose your point is on this curve. What is my curve? Like this. Suppose this is curve. Cubic equation. What is the cubic equation here? This is the curve equation. 4 times of x minus 2a whole cube less than 27 times of a square equal to, for equality, we get 2 number of real normals. Suppose the point is in the region, in this region. That means what? 4 times of x minus 2a greater than 27 times of a square, the number of real normals is 3. So, if it is less than only one real normal, it is equals to, equal to case is there, 4 into x minus 2a whole cube is equal to 27a square. We get 2 real normals. Otherwise, we get the 3 real normals. 3 real normals for what? 4 into x minus 2a whole cube greater than 27 times of a square. If my point satisfies this inequality, compulsory your point must and should be outside to this curve. Outside to this curve as shown in this figure. At this time, suppose my point is here. From this point, you can draw the 3 normals from the point to the curve like that. Okay. So, your point is here in this region. We can draw number of normals is 3, real and distinct. Suppose my point is on the curve. The number of normals drawn from that point to the curve is 2. Suppose the point is interior to this curve. Interior to this curve means here. In this region, the number of real normals drawn from that point is 1. Suppose my point is here. How many normals can you draw? Only one normal. Suppose my point is here. How many normals can you draw? 3 normals. Suppose my point is here. How many normals can you draw? Only 2 normals. So, if the point on this curve we draw 2 normals. On this curve means the condition is like this. 4 into x minus 2a whole cube is equals to 27a square. What is x comma y? Your taken point. That is 4 into x minus 2a greater than 27a square. x1. Actually, you may write x1 comma y1. That is for particular point. X comma y is any general point. 4 into x minus 2a whole cube greater than 27a square. Your point x comma y satisfies this condition. You can draw 3 normals. For this 1 normal. For this only 2 normals. Similarly, this may be taken as 4 into x minus 2a whole cube is equal to 27a square is also taken as locus of the point of intersection of normals in which 2 of them are coincident. maximum number of normals are how many? 3 normals, in which 2 are coincident. Then we obtain 2 real and distinct normals. So we treat this as locus of the point of intersection of normals, in which 2 of the normals are coincidence. Dear students, the entire concept is only related for y square is equals to 4ax. Only for y square equal to 4ax. I already only discussed only one case, f of alpha into f of beta less than 0. From that case, I generalized the 3 cases. Suppose your curve is not y square equal to 4ax, even though that is parabola, that may be in the form of x minus h whole square is equals to minus 4a into y minus k, like that. So many types of the parabolas are there. For those parabolas, we can't use this concept. We can't go for these formulas. So how to solve those problems? How to write the number of normals drawn from given general point to the general form of the parabola, whatever it may be, in the form of x minus h whole square is equals to minus 4a into y minus k, like that. So we no need to use these formulas. I will give the general procedure to that one. I explain the procedure by using the concept, by using the above concept, like that. See here. Suppose before going to see the general concept, let us see one note also. This is also very, very important note. For y1 is equals to 0, what happened? Your point on the x-axis. Am I correct or not? Your given point on the x-axis. Right? Your given point on the x-axis. At this time, at cube plus 2a minus x1 is equal to 0. Because y1 is equals to 0, your cubic equation becomes like that. So, at cube plus 2a minus x1 into t is equals to 0. Here t will be there. T equal to 0. You can take common t into t square plus 2a minus x1 is equals to 0. So either t is equals to 0 or t square is equals to x1 minus 2a. Now 3 real normals should be obtained only for x1 minus 2a should be greater than 0. x1 minus 2a should be greater than 0, because t is what? Plus or minus root of x minus 2a, where x should be greater than 2a. That is the importance of the problem here. If x is greater than 2a, then 3 real normals are drawn. Some of the students may be taken as x1 comma y1 is any point. If x1 greater than 2a, 3 normals can be drawn. That is wrong. Your x1 comma y1 must and should be lies on the axis of parabola. What is the axis here? Y square equal to 4ax, x-axis. For y square equal to 4ax, x-axis is your axis. On x-axis, y will be 0. Y will be 0. Such time, at that time, your point x1 comma y1 lies on x-axis, that is y1 is equal to 0. Your point is on the axis of the parabola. At that time, your x-coordinate is greater than 2a. Your x-coordinate is greater than 2a. Then only you can draw the 3 real normals, because the 3 roots are real and distinct for t is equals to 0 and t square is equal to x1 minus 2a. x1 minus 2a is positive because of t square is positive. So t is equal to plus or minus root x minus 2a only when x greater than 2a. This is very, very important condition for you. So your point on the axis of the parabola, 3 real and distinct normals are drawn. See my figure. So this is 2a comma 0. After 2a comma 0, you take any point on this line. This is my x-axis. You can draw 3 real normals. Suppose your point is here. You can draw 3 real normals to the parabola. Suppose your point is here. 3 normals can be drawn to the parabola. In other case, you have to check these conditions, above the conditions. x1 greater than 2a only for y square is equal to 4ax, and your point must and should be lies on the x-axis. Suppose if you take your point here, suppose you take the point here as shown in the figure. Clearly, your x-coordinate is greater than 2a. Am I correct or not? Your x-coordinate is greater than 2a. But that point is what? That x-coordinate is greater than 2a. Why? This is x-coordinate. This is x-coordinate. You go on in this manner. This is my point. Your x-coordinate is greater than 2a. Even though that point is inside of my curve. Inside of my curve as shown in the figure. Inside of my curve. Immediately the number of normals are how many? 1. But in your right way, you have only 1 normal. But you may think x1 greater than 2a, so the number of real normals is 3. That is wrong. Since as shown in the figure, your point x coordinate is 2a, more than 2a, and that is inside of the curve. That is why I am saying you choose the point x1 comma y1 where it is. Is it on the axis? It is enough to x1 greater than 2a. If your point is not on the axis, you have to check the three conditions like this. That is 4 into x minus 2a whole cube greater than 27ay square for 3 less than 1 normal and 2 normals for equality. So you must and should be apply this condition not enough for x1 greater than 2a. This is only enough for your point x1 comma y1 lies on the axis of the parabola 2y square is equal to 4ax. Okay. Now let us see the general concept. See here, suppose this is your f of x is equal to 0. What is your f of x equal to 0? You have some parabola equation and one point is given to you. Write the general equation of normal to the parabola. What is your first job? Write the general equation of normal to the parabola. That means you take some parametric point of given parabola and write the equation of normal at that point to the parabola. And substitute the given point x1 comma y1 in your general equation of the parabola and make into the cubic equation of t or some x, whatever it may be. You get the cubic equation which is related to normal. That is, I am saying here f of x equal to 0. Okay, understand? Don't confuse. You first take any parametric point on your given parabola. From that point, you write the normal at that point. I am not interested to write the normal at that point. My interest is to find the number of normals through your given point. So I am taking general point on the parabola. I write the normal at that point. If that normal is my normal, that must and should be passing through what? Given point. Passing through the given point x1 comma y1. That is the logic. Write the normal, substitute my given point x1 comma y1, you get cubic equation in t, or you may write in terms of x. Let that equation we having cubic is say f of x is equals to 0. This is my f of x is equal to 0. Cubic equation related to the normal roots. Related to what? Normal roots. Now for this f of x, I am going to write f dash x. Once if you have f of x, it is very easy to find the f dash x. I am not interested about f of x. My intention is on f dash x. Suppose you have f dash x as ax square plus bx plus c. This is my derivative of the function f of x. What is my f of x? I repeat once again. F of x is the cubic equation which is related to the slopes of normals of your given parabola. Slopes of normals of your given parabola. How to obtain that one? You take parametric point on the parabola, write the equation of normal at the point and substitute x1 comma y1 in my general equation of the normal to the parabola. Okay. And in this way we obtain the f of x is equal to 0. After getting f of x equal to 0, write f dash x. What is my f dash x? Ax square plus bx plus c. This is f dash x. What we need to go for f dash x? To check the nature of the curve f of x is equals to 0. This is one and only one hero to write the nature of the curve f of x equal to 0. What is the importance of f dash x equal to 0? From that f dash x equal to 0, we write the maximum, minimum, local maximum, local minimum points. Okay. So from that f dash x, we make f dash x to 0. To get the local maximum or local minimum points. So f dash x equal to 0 has roots. They may be real and distinct or real and equal or imaginary. So there are two types. One type is roots are imaginary, other type is roots are real. So the nature of the roots are very, very important to calculate the number of normals to give a parabola through the given point. If the roots are real and distinct, there exist three real normals. If the roots are only one, that is coincident, only one normal. If there exists only two are coincident and one is different, for two roots are real and equal and other is real and different from the first two. Okay. So we have two conditions. The roots may be imaginary or the roots may be real. Here two cases are exist. Roots are real and equal. roots are real and distinct. Let us see the first case. What is the first case? Roots are imaginary. For what? F dash x equal to 0. What we obtain? B square minus 4ac immediately less than 0. If the roots of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, roots are imaginary. If the roots are imaginary, we have one concept. Expression and a have always same sign. Expression and a have always same sign. That means what? If a is greater than 0, then f dash a is greater than 0 for all real values of x. If a is less than 0, f dash x is less than 0 for all real values of x. F dash x greater than 0 means what? The curve is increasing, monotonically increasing. F dash x less than 0 means what? The curve is decreasing monotonically. That means what? Ax square plus bx plus c greater than 0 for a greater than 0, or ax square plus bx plus c less than 0 for a less than 0. That means what? F dash x is either greater than 0 or less than 0. For greater than 0, the curve is monotonically increasing. For less than 0, curve is monotonically decreasing. I mean what? The curve intersects x-axis at only one point for both the cases, either increasing or decreasing cases. So, f of x is monotonically increasing or decreasing. It intersects x-axis at only one point. So, we get only one real root. That means the correspondingly only one real normal can be drawn from given point to the parabola. The remaining two are maybe imaginary. There exists only one real normal. Here the real roots are not exist here. For this my cubic equation, there is no real root. There is no real root for my cubic equation, even though you can draw one real normal. You can draw one real normal, because your cubic equation intersects at only one point that has only one real root. It has only one real root. Why? Because your curve is maybe monotonically increasing or decreasing. That is why it intersects x-axis at only one point. That means it has only one and only one real root. One and only one real root. That is why correspondingly one real normal can be drawn from given point to the parabola. So if your roots are imaginary for f dash x equal to 0, there exists one and only one real root for my f of x. There will be correspondingly one real normal can be drawn from the given point to the parabola. When the roots are imaginary, you have one and only real root. Roots are imaginary for what? F dash x equal to 0. That is why f of x equal to 0 has one and only real root. That is I am saying. Okay. At that case, we have only one real normal. Suppose your roots are real. Then it case two things. That is, roots are real and equal, or roots are real and distinct. Roots are real and equal. I mean what? F dash x equal to 0 has two roots. They are real and equal. Say alpha comma alpha. That means what? F dash x can be written as some p into x minus alpha whole square. Am I correct or not? Some p into x minus alpha whole square. If you derivative that one also, we have 2p into x minus alpha. At alpha, f double dash x equal to 0 or not? At alpha, f double dash x is also 0. So, at alpha, f dash x equal to 0, f double dash x is equal to 0. That means f dash alpha 0, f double dash alpha is 0. Therefore, alpha is what? Alpha is inflection point to the curve. Very, very, very important concept. By just looking itself, you can't understand. Go through the concept and listen carefully. You will catch all these points. Here, what is my point? Alpha, inflection point. Critical point is different from inflection point. Inflection point gives what? It changes the curve, convex downwards to upwards, upwards to the downwards, like that. The curve f of x turns up. That means convex upwards becomes convex downwards, or if it is your convex downwards is that downwards to upwards. So in this case, we have alpha as role of inflection point. At this time, inflection point, there is no maximum minimum for that your cubic equation. So sometimes convex upwards, concave upwards, sometimes concave downwards. It changes at x is equals to alpha. See here, my dear students, f dash x equal to 0. Even f dash x equal to 0, if it has only one root, the root is repeated, at that time you have no maximum and no minimum. No maximum and no minimum. Your point becomes what? Not critical, it becomes inflection point. The point becomes what? Inflection point. In this case is also the curve is increasing or decreasing. Okay, at that time we have no maximum and no minimum points. In this case also we have only one real root, because f of x is increasing or decreasing. So f of x has one and only one real root. This is the case, very important case. Even though root is real, alpha is real, and it is equal for f dash x is equal to 0. F dash x equal to 0 has real roots and they are equal. At that time f double dash alpha is also 0. F dash alpha 0, I agree to you. And at the same time what you have? F double dash x equal to 0. F double dash alpha is 0. For sake of convenience, you consider the curve y is equal to x cube. What happened? What is y? X cube. What is the derivative? 3x square. At x equal to 0, f dash x equal to 0 what? 0. So what are the roots for x square equal to 0? 0 comma 0. Both the roots are real and coincident with x is equal to 0. What about f double dash x at x equal to 0? 2x at x equal to 0 becomes what? 0. So f of x is equals to x cube, f dash 0 is 0, f double dash 0 is also 0. 0 at 0, the curve y is equal to f of x is equal to x cube has no local maximum or local minimum. Your at x equal to 0, that is 0 comma 0 becomes what? Inflection point. At x equal to 0, that is 0 comma 0 is inflection point to curve y is equal to x cube. So y equal to x cube is a strictly increasing function. So it intersects only one point to the x axis. So it has only one real root. In the same manner, if you take any quadratic equation, that is f dash x equal to 0, it has both roots are alpha comma alpha. Your point alpha becomes inflection point. So your curve f of x is equal to cubic, f of x equal to 0 is your cubic equation, is increasing or decreasing by depending upon value of a. It has only one real root. In this case also, only one real normal drawn from given point to the parabola. So if your f dash x equal to 0 has imaginary roots, the number of normals drawn from given point to the parabola is 1. If your roots are real and equal, the number of real normals to the parabola also 1. Coming to the next case. Observe clearly. Suppose the roots are real and distinct, say alpha comma beta. Suppose what are your roots? Alpha comma beta. Alpha and beta roots of what? F dash x equal to 0. F dash x equal to 0. These are real and distinct. Real and distinct. Two real and distinct points. So these are what? Inflection points are critical points. Critical points. If suppose f double dash alpha is equal to 0, then your alpha becomes what? Critical point. Okay. Alpha and beta are what here? Real and distinct. These are critical points. So at alpha you may have local maximum or local minimum. At beta you may have local maximum or a local minimum. Understand? Suppose f of alpha into f of beta less than 0, then we have three real and distinct normals to your function f of x equal to 0. You can draw three real normals to the parabola. See here, these are the coordinate axis. Suppose f of alpha into f of beta less than 0, the curve may be in this manner. Clearly observe that. See here. Okay. What is here? Suppose this is alpha, say, automatically this is f of alpha. Suppose if it is beta, say, this is my f of beta. F of alpha is positive, f of beta is negative. F of alpha into f of beta is what? Less than 0. At alpha you have local maximum, this is alpha, this is my f of alpha. At alpha you have the local maximum. At beta you have the local minimum. That is why alpha and beta are the roots of my f dash x is equals to 0. F of alpha into f of beta is less than 0. The case may be in this manner. Or you have another model also. Your curve may be like this. Your curve may be like this. That means your curve in this manner also. alpha is at local minimum, beta is at local maximum. In my figure, alpha is local maximum, beta is at local minimum. They may be interchange also. Even though f of alpha into f of beta less than 0, one positive, one negative, then their product will be negative. In this case, how many real roots are there? See here, 1, 2, 3. These are 3 real roots. Correspondingly, 3 real and distinct normals are obtained. So f of alpha into f of beta less than 0, you have 3 real and distinct normals drawn from given point to the parabola. That is 3 real and distinct normals. See this case, f of alpha into f of beta greater than 0. That means what? Both f of alpha and f of beta lie above x-axis or below x-axis. That means I am giving one of the example. These are the coordinate axis. The curve may be in this manner. See here, I am explaining. Suppose if it is alpha, this is f of alpha. If it is beta, this is f of beta. What is this? Local maximum or local minimum? This is local maximum. This is the local minimum. So you have one local maximum and one local minimum, even though their product is greater than 0. The entire graph may be reversed like this. Like this. So this is one of the case. You have another case is also there. I am not mentioned here. I am roughly writing here in this way. Okay, this is my graph. Here f of alpha is positive. F of beta is also positive. See my dear students, how many points of intersections with x-axis here in this graph? There exists only one point of intersection. Only one point of intersection to my x-axis, even though your f of f dash x has 2 real and distinct roots. F dash x has 2 real and distinct roots. See the magic. Your f dash x has 2 real and distinct roots. Your f of x intersect at only one point. Your intersect at only one point. That is the logic here. Intersect at only one point. It has 2 real and distinct points. Alpha and beta are what? 2 real and distinct roots for f dash x equal 0. Even though your curve intersect x-axis at only one point, here the number of real roots is 1. Corresponding number of real normals to the parabola is only 1. This is 1. See the logic. F of alpha into f of beta greater than 0. And third case is what? F of alpha into f of beta is equal to 0. When it happens, f of alpha into f of beta equal to 0 is happened when either f of alpha equal to 0 or f of beta equal to 0. Both are 0. Both are 0 is never exist in this case. What is equation? Your equation is in cubic form. F of alpha is equal to 0. Already f dash alpha is 0. F of alpha equal to 0 and f dash alpha equal to 0. Then immediately we have root alpha twice for f of x equal to 0. Similarly, if f of beta equal to 0 and f dash beta equal to 0, then beta is root of f of x of multiplicity 2. So alpha 2 times appear, beta 2 times appear. So how many roots have it? 4 roots. For cubic equation, is it exist for 4 roots? No. That is why f of alpha into f of beta is equal to 0. Here either f of alpha equal to 0, f of beta equal to 0 or f of beta equal to 0, but not 0, but not both f of alpha and f of beta 0. If both are 0, we get the contradiction because alpha, beta are the roots of above equation. This is not possible for the cubic equation. Understand or not? Right? So my curve may be in this manner. This is one of the case like this. See the magic here. F of alpha into f of beta is equals to 0. That means I am taking here f of beta equal to 0. This is my beta. Beta means local minimum. Beta is at local minimum. This is local minimum. And at the same time f of beta becomes what? 0. This is my alpha. This is my f of alpha. F of alpha is positive. And here f of beta is 0. Positive into 0, 0. Sometimes you may have negative also, like this. Your curve may be in this manner. Okay, at that time also, in this case, here the curve may be goes in this manner. You can increase this. Here f of alpha 0, f of beta negative, f of alpha into f of beta is 0. In this case, we have two real and distinct roots. What are the two real roots? This is one root, this is another root. See here. These are two roots, two real and distinct roots for my f of x. So, number of real normals are how many? Two real and distinct normals. F of alpha into f of beta is equal to 0. We have two real and distinct normals. See the logic here. I explain within minute what we have done entirely. That is your summary say. This is the first case. So what is my f of x equal to 0? This is the cubic equation related to the roots of normals of the given parabola through your given point. How this one obtained? Take any general point on your parabola, write the normal at that point and substitute your given point in the cubic equation. We obtain cubic equation related to normals through the given point. So after getting f of x equal to 0, take f dash x is equals to 0. To get the nature of the roots, make f dash x equal to 0. So it is quadratic equation clearly. By depending upon the nature of the roots, we can game with the number of roots of f of x equal to 0. Suppose your roots are imaginary. For what? F dash x equal to 0. That is why b square minus 4ac less than 0. Then expression I have same sign. If a greater than 0, ax square plus bx plus c greater than 0. And if a less than 0, ax square plus bx plus c less than 0. So that is why f dash x is either greater than 0 or less than 0. Hence we have monotonicity is exists. It intersects the x-axis at only one point, only one real root is there. So after getting the f dash x, it has imaginary roots. There exists only one real root. Confirm. Next, suppose the roots are real and equal. In this case also inflection point case is arised. Here also only one real root exists. So it has roots are real and equal and roots are imaginary. Then you have only one real normal. Suppose f dash x equal to 0 has two real and distinct roots. Then you go for f of alpha into f of beta nature. So you have alpha and beta are two real and distinct roots for f dash x equal to 0. Calculate f of alpha into f of beta. If it is less than 0, we have three real and distinct normals. Suppose alpha and beta, f of alpha into f of beta greater than 0, we have only real normal. F of alpha into f of beta is equals to 0, two real normals. In this manner, we can check the number of normals drawn from given point to the given parabola, whatever it may be in the form. So, write the general equation of normal is very, very important in your first step. Take the general point on the curve, that is parametric point on the curve. Write the normal at that point. Substitute the point in that obtained normal. We make the cubic equation in terms of either t or x, whatever it may be. After getting the general equation of the cubic form, take f dash x equal to 0. It has imaginary roots. Immediately it has one and only real root for f of x equal to 0. So one real normal can be drawn. Your f dash x equal to 0 has equal roots. Then your f of x has only one real root and has correspondingly one real normal. Your f dash x equal to 0 has two real and distinct roots, say alpha beta, less than 0 3 real normals, greater than 0 1 real normal, and equal to 0 you have drawn two real normals from the given point to the parabola. So we discussed all these cases for any parabola with any point, any position of the point in the plane of your given parabola. In this manner we can find the number of real normals to your given parabola to the given point. Understand? Thank you very much.